Now that we have our table here nicely formatted, we're going to go ahead and add a chart to see the data in the table in a nice graphical representation. To do that, we're going to select these first 5 rows here of our table, and then we're going to, from there, we're going to add an object. We're going to go to the Insert tab, and we're going to select Object. Make sure that you don't have the total row here. That will throw off your chart. It won't look the way it's supposed to. So we're going to click on Object. You may have to go to the Create New here, but once you're here on the Object window, select Microsoft Graph Chart and hit OK. You can see it inserts your chart right there, and it pops up the data sheet that matches the data that we selected from our table. You can go ahead and just close that. Now we're going to format the chart that we just added. To do this, we're going to first move the legend in our chart down to the bottom. So right click somewhere in the legend, select Format Legend, and Placement here on the tabs. Then you can say where you want it. We're going to put it on the bottom. Select bottom and hit OK. You can see it moves our chart, or our legend on our chart, down to the bottom. I'm going to scroll down a little so I can see some more of my document here, because the next thing we're going to do is resize our chart. So to resize our chart, just go here to the bottom right corner. You can see that sideways double arrow. Click and hold, and then drag to the place that you want the chart to be resized to. I would say right here, just above the I in Charity, is a good place to put it. So let go and it resizes your chart for you. The next thing we're going to do is change our chart type. To do that, click on any of the white space here, right click on it, right click on any of the open space and select Chart Type. Now you may have to go to the standard types here, but what we're going to do is we're going to change it to have cylinders instead of bars. So scroll down and select Cylinder, and then you want to choose this first one that's listed there and hit OK. Now you can see it changes it to cylinders. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and exit the graph and back to Word. To do that, we just click outside of the graph and we're back into Word, and what we want to do now is put a border and a little space around our chart. So now if we click on the chart, we highlight it here in Word. Before we were actually working in a add-on program for Word. Now we're actually directly in Word. That may be a little confusing. You don't really need to understand it, but just in case you were wondering. Now that we have our chart selected here, let's go to the Home tab. We're going to go ahead and place an outside border around there, the same way we have many other times. So click on the arrow, select Outside Borders. Okay, and now we can kind of click to the right of the chart and see that it has a border around it. Let's click the chart once again, and what we're going to want to do now is we're going to add a space between the chart and this table. To do that, here you have the line spacing on the Home tab in the Paragraph section. Go ahead and click on that and hit the Add Space Before Paragraph option. Puts a little space there and has a nice even spread there between the table and the chart. Okay, and that's how we add a chart to our Word document.